Hey horror fans, today I'm introducing a new segment called Unsung Saturday, where we honor some of the unsung heroes of the horror genre. I've been thinking about doing this for a while now, but I decided to finally do it after reading up on 1986's April Fool's Day, which it turns out was directed by a guy named Fred Walton. And my first thought was, who the fuck is Fred Walton? I've never heard of the guy. I'm sorry, Fred, but it's true. And if April Fool's Day was the only thing he had ever done, that would make sense. Don't get me wrong, April Fool's Day is a fun movie and it's well loved, but if we're being honest, it's not super important to the history of horror cinema. But it turns out that Fred Walton directed another film that is pretty important to the genre, and that was 1979's When a Stranger Calls. This film is often cited as having one of the most tense and scary opening scenes in horror history, where a babysitter is tormented by creepy phone calls from an unknown person.
Hello?
Have you checked the children?
And it is truly terrifying. Turns out that Fred Walton not only directed this film, but he co-wrote it as well, with a man named Steve Fecky. It was based on a short film the two had made in 1977 called The Sitter, and if you've never seen it, I highly recommend you check it out. It is currently available on YouTube. The opening 20 minutes of When a Stranger Calls is basically a shot-for-shot remake of the short film. You see, after the success of 1978's Halloween, another film about a babysitter being terrorized, Walton and Fecky decided to expand The Sitter into a full-length feature film. The result was When a Stranger Calls, and it was pretty successful in its initial run, reaching #1 at the box office and earning over $20 million against a $1.5 million budget. But the story doesn't end there. I would argue that the legacy of When a Stranger Calls has been pretty massive. You need only look at the opening scene of the original Scream to see its influence. So well done, Fred Walton. Your name might not be well known, but you definitely left your mark on the horror genre, and for that you deserve a big shout out. You, sir, are an unsung hero of horror. Thanks for watching. I post horror content daily, so if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and like and subscribe, and have a great day.